Good afternoon, my friends. This is the Grimflayer. Hope you're all doing well. We are here sitting at 3-0 in a competitive league. So fun, getting such good results. We took down Mono White Eldrazi in Taxes last round. I definitely dropped the ball game 2. I made at least one major mistake game 2 by not playing correctly around the effects of both Thalia Guardian of Thraben and Thalia Heretic Cathar, but you know what? These things happen. We were very unlikely to win that game anyway, in my opinion. We were under a lot of pressure from the start. They had a lot of really good plays, but in the end, it didn't end up mattering because we got them game 1 and game 3 to stay live for the 5-0, staying live for the dream, and let's see if we can keep the dream alive here. No matter what we do from here in this league, the league has been a success. We're going to cash the league. We're going to finish positive. We're already guaranteed that. But let's not settle for that, shall we? Let's go for the win. For the 5 wins, to be more exact. So this hand is rather clunky. It's got a lot of slightly suboptimal things going on, but in a blind game 1, there is no way we mull it. It does function. It does have a little bit of everything. And we'll see how far it gets us. Polluted Delta for an island, for an Ancestral Vision. Uh-oh, that seems like control to me. So we're going to play our Spellbomb because it's our only turn 1 play. But that turn 1 Ancestral Vision is completely brutal against us. Thing in the Ice. Alright, well, here's the big question, is on an Ancestral Vision deck, are they really going to flip the thing next turn? I doubt it. So I think we should... Well, this is actually tough. Normally I would say we should play the Tarmogoyf, but Tarmogoyf can die to Lightning Bolt right now. Tarmogoyf can die to Lightning Bolt as things stand. But if that happens, we might be able to blow them out with a Nile Spellbomb trick, so I'm going to play the Goyf. I don't know exactly what we're up against, to be honest, but I think we want a clock, that's for sure. We may also be able to, like if we draw a land next turn, Edict the thing and keep our removal spells around. Okay. So this should fill up the graveyard, yep. Goyf is... Okay, Faithless Looting, so is this... Maybe this is an Izzet Phoenix deck, and I'm going to really regret not decaying that thing, but you know, that Ancestral Vision, that's new. That's new to me anyway, right? So we still might be okay as long as they don't have the ability to flip the thing this turn. We should be just fine. They've got a couple of Phoenixes. Okay. They're going to bolt us. Sure. And we've got to hit him with the Spellbomb because those Phoenixes are coming back. So even though we didn't get to cash that in, this still looks really good for us. We got we got 2 Phoenixes out of there, got their graveyard totally emptied. We get to decay the thing before it flips. And we've got a Tarmogoyf. I need the game log for this, I believe. Alright, that Ancestral Vision coming off Suspend. They've got another one on Suspend as well, so they're getting that next turn. Liliana the Veil is a pretty good draw. And I think that's what we want to do. We're gonna jam the Lily and pitch our Bob here. wow, main deck Spell Pierce? Okay. I was just about to say there's no way they've got a main deck Spell Pierce here, but they sure did. Alright, well that's why we main phased it, right? It's gonna grow our Goyf if nothing else. Alright, so they get to cast this Ancestral Vision, they're refueling. We need to try to end the game before that other vision comes off suspend. Okay. Alright. So let's attack first. I mean, we do have them dead on board next turn. So here it's either Scooz or Confidant. Normally I would say playing Scooz is pretty much the snap correct play, but we've already got 2 of the 4 Phoenixes out of their yard. We also don't necessarily want to eat a creature because that'll shrink the Goyf, make it able to be lightning axed. Bob can also die to a gut shot. That's the other side of the coin. So it's one or the other. They're going to need something really good in order to not die here no matter what, so I guess we just play the better card in the matchup since we're not sure which is Scavenging Ooze. Okay, they're bouncing the Scooz. Fair. I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff I'm not used to, guys. They've got Ancestral Vision, Vapor Snag, main deck Spell Pierce, like, this is what I'm talking about with these decks. I don't know why they wouldn't bounce the Goyf. Makes me a little bit nervous, actually, about what they're going to have this turn. But we'll have to see. They've got a land, okay. They might just have another Vapor Snag. We have another Tarmogoyf. I mean, at this point, am I expecting, like, a Snapcaster Mage for Vapor Snag? Like, I genuinely don't know. But, so, that would be a reason to play Scooz main phase, but now I think we just attack. Yeah, I guess we just attack. You've got to be kidding me. Snapcaster Mage. Wow. Yeah, this is a totally different Phoenix build. Obviously. So that is indeed why they bounced the Ooze instead of the Goyf. Well, you know, playing the Ooze main phase would not have done this anyway. Would not have changed it anyway. They just do all this in response, right? So the fact that we have such a clunky progression here is very annoying. They're making a stand down at the bottom at 4 life. Very annoying. But we still should be able to get there. I struggle to see how they're going to really win this game, again, with a couple Phoenixes already out of their deck. The big problem is the value of this Ancestral Vision, maybe allowing them to just repeatedly chain a bunch of really good plays together. I really wish we drew a land sometime over the last few turns. We would be so much better off. Yep, Crackling Drake's good. We've got outs to it, though. Alright. Another trophy. Okay. Hope they don't have another main deck Spell Pierce. How crazy would that be? They don't. Another Vapor Snag. Guys, what is this? What is this garbage? Oh no. Now none of this would matter if we had just drawn a second land or even some 1-mana action, to be honest. This is crazy. We should be so far... We should have ended this game so long ago. Vapor Snags. At least 2 Vapor Snags main, at least 1 Spell Pierce main, Snapcaster Mage. This is like a red-blue tempo control deck that happens to play all of the Arclight Phoenix creature suite. I don't really understand. They went bottom with that first serum. They have another. And they go top-bottom. Monomorphos. Opt. Well, maybe they'll mill themselves out before they win. They've gone through over half their deck. They've seen 36 cards. We've seen 14. Pretty funny. Another Drake, an Arclight Phoenix Hardcast, sure. Okay, they're getting aggressive, yep. Alright, can we draw a 1-mana? A 1-mana spell's fine. So clearly they play some counter magic, so I think I actually just go Tarmogoyf Fatal Push here all on the main phase. Fine with me. They'll just finally got to have a double spell turn, even if it wasn't a great one. Another Phoenix, yep. We're dead to Lightning Bolt. Yep. Of course they have the Lightning Bolt there. Oh, try not to tilt, try not to tilt. Legitimately don't really believe what just happened. We got beat by Vapor Snags and Snapcaster Mages in an Arclight Phoenix deck. Alright. And again, if we had ever had the 4th land, totally fine there. Totally fine. So, that's alright. That's alright. We will have to get them games 2 and 3, like we did in our first match in this league against Phoenix. So what does the presence of Snapcaster Mage in the Vapor Snag and Spell Pierce, does that change anything? Well, I don't really think it does, because we already basically brought in all of our graveyard hate, right? So we've got Spell Bombs and Cages. I guess let's figure out what we don't like first. We still don't like Dark Confidants, Thought Seizes, and Lily the Last Hope's a little medium. We still want Cage and Spellbomb for sure. We still want Maelstrom Pulse. I don't think the stock of Finks or EE really rises enough with Snap around to make them worthwhile. But they're a little bit more of a control deck. Maybe Nissa Vital Force makes a little bit more sense, or maybe it's just still kind of the same exact plan. Like, all of these 6 cards seem really good. Cage, Double Spellbomb, Pulse, Extraction, Brutality. Let's go, boom, bring all those in. And, you know, maybe we just leave this Lily the Last Hope in, because she can kill Snapcaster Mage. It is, you know, if they are kind of a control deck, she's a good anti-control card. And maybe that's better than trying to go big with Nissa. This lets us cleanly take out all 6 of these cards that we don't love. Lily the Veil gets a little worse, actually, against Snapcaster Mage. Do we want to shave a Lily? Maybe not on the play. Maybe we can revisit that on the draw. Again, I don't know if anything else here is better, but... oh man, I cannot believe we got tempoed out of that game. But, well done to the opponent. And we will play first. And we will mulligan a no-land 7. Now this hand needs a lot of help, but turn 1 Inquisition, sweet. The rest of the hand is on 2. We can play the whole hand on 2. And we have a Scry, so I think we're supposed to keep this. they've got the value of Snapcaster Mage. I don't think we're supposed to mull to 5 if we have a justifiable keep here on 6. So we'll keep it. We see a swamp on top. Ooh. What does that make us want to do? I think we've... Oh man, that's a tough one. I think we'll keep it. Inquisition U. And we see 2 things in a Serum Visions? Oh boy, well... That makes our Swamp keep very bad because I was counting on this Collective Brutality at least being a good turn 2 play, and now it's just not. I think we still have to take a thing. If they, for some reason, don't play the Serum Visions next turn, like maybe they want to try to hold on to it to get a trigger for thing. Nope. Then we could have taken it. Now, if we just blind Brutality this upcoming turn, we might still have a target. I mean, we realistically probably should, right? But I think it's going to be safer to let them play the thing out first, and then go for it. That way they will have had 3 cracks at hitting a spell for us to take with Brutality, basically. Or maybe we'll draw something better to do, and the game will go on in a different manner. They're probably suspicious of us just holding up Fatal Push here, but nope, they're just going to go for it. Nile Spellbomb. Oh boy. I'm supposed to play that, aren't I? I am. Ooh, this is sketchy. You know, Spellbomb could be an important piece of the puzzle right here, but right now we're just locked out of a color. Locked out of a color and stuck on 2 lands. So I guess we're not supposed to cantrip here, we're just supposed to trust in our top deck. Surgical Extraction. Well, now I sure wish I cantripped last turn. Things are just not going our way, my friends. They're just not going our way at all. But I kind of now like cantripping in the main phase. As much as of a mana inefficient play as that is, think that's our best upside. We need to hit a green land. We just need to hit a green land. Another Nile Spellbomb. Alright. Alright. And we could just die to this thing if they can put some stuff together. But, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know, like we as far as we know, the last we knew they had no non-creature spells in hand. Now, it's very likely they have found some. But it is possible that we just kinda will dodge that bullet for a little while. They found an Ancestral Vision and they suspended it, so that's very bad for us long term. It's one of the best cards in the format against us. But I have not been keeping track of these lands. They've played the Tarn, but not the Delta. And they've played the thing. Alright, cool. Verdant Catacombs. Praise be. Praise be. So we've got a green land, folks. Now what do we do? What do we do with our green land? I mean, our Brutality still has a decent chance of whiffing because they've only got 2 unknowns in hand and they could potentially just play them in a response. So we'll go get a forest for sure. Oh, man. I'm going to play the use. It could die to a lightning bolt. That's the downside. The upside is we can maybe even kill the thing with Collective Brutality next turn. We have shields kind of up if they are able to go off, because we have Extraction and Spellbomb at the ready. If they just flip the thing, that's obviously the worst case scenario, but you know what, like, I don't think we can just play draw go this whole time. Thought Scour. Milling over nothing important. What's going on? Alright, always yield to that. Okay, there's that Delta out of their hand. They're going to fetch. We might be seeing a Phoenix Hardcast here. Serum Visions, sure. Yep, sure enough. Okay, I think we're kind of desperate enough that we have to spend a Spellbomb yet again without much value in their yard. Oh, my client's lagging. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think we just need to see enough cards, and we can lean on the Surgical heavily enough that we'll do that. Alright, there's another land. Another trophy. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for the Collective Brutality kill on the thing. So I'm gonna attack. Unless they have 2 free spells, then in that case we get max punished, right? But I'm not going to escalate here. I'm just going to hold on to all of my trophies. Try to kill this thing this way here. We did it. All right, that was a slightly high risk line for sure, but we need to be very value oriented right now because we've cashed in some spell bombs for the cantrip value, but not so much able to hose the graveyard badly with them. And they're getting an Ancestral Visions. They're ahead on terms of racing us right now. We just have to be very value oriented. So I didn't want to spend a trophy, give them a land, so on and so forth. I didn't think that was correct. Alright, looting loots away, another looting. Think we let him have those lootings. Save our extraction for when we really need it. The other thing we could do is try to draw step trophy a Phoenix and then extract all Phoenixes. But I think that's a little aggressive. I think we want to play a little more cautiously than that here. We don't really know what they have in hand. I'll be pretty happy to just successfully trophy a Phoenix and then eat it with an ooze, right? That's totally fine. Manamorphose. Thing in the ice. You got it. Okay, let's see if we can trophy this thing away. We can. Alright, once more, I don't think we surgical yet. I think we want to lean more on the value of ooze. Threads of Disloyalty. You got it. I'm just going to trophy that enchantment away on the end step. They've got a Spell Pierce. Alright. We've got another trophy. Inquisition of Kozilek. Man, this is rough, isn't it? So if we Inquisition, I think it's pretty likely to hit something. Our big problem now is we're out of trophies. We either get our ooze back or we leave them with the thing. We might, like... I guess we should Inquisition first and see what's up. This Ancestral Vision coming off Suspend, though, is gonna be rough. This has been a tough match. These changes that they've made to the kind of accepted deck are all very good against our deck. Threads of Disloyalty. Okay, there's a Monomorphose we get to take. That's good. That's good. Still don't know what to do. Still genuinely don't know what to do. Like, can we really beat a thing in the ice? I don't think we really can. Obviously, if we draw removal, we can. But I mean, they're just so likely to flip it with those Faithless Lootings. I could Extraction those, but I don't think I should. Yep, I'm just gonna trophy the thing. You got my ooze. You won. You won that fight. Yeah, and I think I definitely have to save Extraction for Phoenixes at this point. Which, you know, draw step would have been a consideration for that, but I think if they have a Phoenix in hand, they're going to flash back a looting first, instead of just hard casting a Phoenix. Snapcaster Mage targeting Monomorphose. Do we let that happen? I guess we do. Again, I think we're saving Extraction for the Phoenixes here. Sure, you got your Monomorphose. Oh, double green? That's spicy to activate the ooze. Yep. They're going to cast a Looting from hand. Couple Phoenixes in the yard. Fetch the Polluted Delta for Steam Vents. Flashing back another Looting. Yep. So they're going to have to use their green mana here before they leave this phase. So we let them do that. That way they can't blow out our extraction here. Okay, so they've got a ton of value, that's for sure, but at least we get to get all the Phoenixes out. And we get to see exactly how they sideboarded against us. What else? So they still have 2 Vapor Snags. They still have another thing in the deck. Couple Bolts left. 3 Crackling Drakes. Another Ancestral Vision. Yeah, it looks like they only have 2 Ancestral Vision in their whole 75. So that's a bit unlucky for us that we saw both of them game 1. And where's their hand? 2 Lightning Bolts in hand? Oh my goodness. That's where the other 2 bolts are. Yep. Well, we are in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. I don't think there's... Okay, Tireless Tracker. Yeah, not very good. So if we're just dead. Like, our tracker gets bolted, they bolt us to the face. And kill us with 6 points of damage. Yep, we're just dead. And I don't think there was... I mean, obviously there were a million different decision points there, no question about that. Super complicated, super intricate game. But I don't think overall that we did really too much wrong. I mean, they had the Spell Pierces in these right windows. They had the... yep, as predicted, there's the bolt. Here's the lethal swing. They found both Ancestral Visions game 1. Definitely some stuff that's very, very tough for us to fight through. So, I gotta be honest, I don't know how powerful those changes are going to be across the broad meta for our opponent. I think there's very good reason not to be playing Snapcaster Mage in Izzet Phoenix. It's a deck that wants to operate on a very low curve. And obviously Snapcaster Mage can get you some more triggers on things because it flashes spells back, plus the inherent value and selection of the card. It's a modern all-star for a reason. But it doesn't mean it goes in every deck. And I'm not hating. You know, this definitely was a well-piloted. They did a lot of really good stuff here. My point is that these changes are not ones that necessarily strike me as better overall than the more stock Phoenix lists. So I wouldn't worry too much about seeing them on a regular basis. However, they sure are better against BGX. They sure are better against us. And we just got spanked. We just got wrecked pretty hard, to be honest. There goes the dream, my friends. We're down, knocked off our pedestal, down to 3-1, which is still a very nice record in the league. But we got the 5-0 opportunity taken right away from us. Got beat by some grindy value, some Ancestral Visions, and some Snapcaster Mages out of an Izzet Phoenix deck. So that's what we get. Sometimes we run into these lists that are a little bit more tuned to beat a deck like ours, and that makes all the difference. So good games, well played to the opponent, and we march on. We descend to 3-1, but that's still a fine spot to be. We're still live for a very successful 4-1 record, and worst case scenario, we cash the league, we finish positive, right? So, thank you all so much for watching. We will be possibly playing game number 5 later this afternoon. I'll have to see how my day goes. but stay tuned to the channel. It'll either be today or tomorrow that we finish up the league. And let me know what you thought about the lines I took here, about the opposing build in general. Have you seen other builds like that, and what are your thoughts on them? Am I right that I think you're better off with a more streamlined build as a Phoenix player, or does that build have potential in the broad meta, not just against grindy decks? So, as always, my friends, let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next video. Take it easy. Hope you have a great day.